A lot of people think you can reach more notes on the piano with bigger hands than small hands, which logically makes sense, but actually the key is your handspan. Now, if you see my hands, handspan is the distance from here to the tip of your pinky. Now, some people who are not that flexible with your fingers can only open up or stretch up to maybe here. But imagine if you had smaller hands, but you can reach all the way up to here. Even if you had smaller hands, you will be reaching more notes than the people with big hands who could only stretch up to here, the distance. See the distance from here to here, even if you had small hands, would be much more. Just like any other parts of your body that can become more flexible by exercising or stretching, your handspan can increase also. So I want to show you just a few simple exercises that can help you increase your handspan so you can reach more notes on the piano, which will make playing octaves much easier and you won't have to strain as much. So here are some exercises that you can do. So what you can do is just stretch out your hands as wide as you can, and then once you have reached your limit, just use your other hand to stretch it out a little more. Now do it slowly and little by little. I don't want you to like pull out your finger or anything crazy like that. Just very, very gentle and just push a little by little. Okay. Sometimes it's easier to also put your hand on a flat surface and just stretch. Pivot your thumb and just stretch out. Just open up your hands wider and wider and wider. Again, slowly, little by little. Don't strain too much. And if you feel a little bit of tightness, just slowly close up your hand and just let your blood flow and stop at that. And you can try again the next day. Yeah, it's like trying to do splits with your legs. You can't expect to do a whole split in a day or two, right? So same with your fingers. Just work, be patient, and just stretch little by little, and you'll eventually be able to get wider and wider. So I just want to remind you one more time, like any stretches, please do it slowly and don't expect your hand to suddenly open up within a day. Just little by little, give it some time, and eventually you will become more flexible. But again, slowly, little by little, day by day. One thing I do want to mention in regards to handspan or any other specific techniques that you're working on is that don't isolate it so much. Your body is all connected. So if you're working on a handspan, as we're talking about it now, don't just work on stretching your handspan over and over and over again. Your body is connected, so you need to listen to your body. If you feel tight, stop, loosen your muscles, stretch it out. You know, your hand is connected to your shoulder, to your body. So all my years of training, practicing hours and hours, working on piece, perfecting it, as well as those exercises that I mentioned away from the piano, these are the things that help me to increase my handspan. So yeah, you just gotta be diligent and be patient. Sorry if you didn't find my advice revolutionary or something that you'd never heard of before, but I hope it was a good reminder that there are no real shortcuts into perfecting your technique or improving your handspan. They all require a lot of discipline and a lot of work. But don't give up, because all your hard work is going to pay off in the end.